husband and I had one dive since we were certified in 1989, and that was a refresher dive last year. I was frankly terrified to dive again and wasn't sure I was going to go, since I didn't want to go 60 feet down this time, as I had to do for my refresher. I told the manager, Tony, and he said that we could go as deep as we wanted to go since it wasn't a formal refresher dive. Jeanette took us out and reviewed all the basics with us, as it had been just over a year. She was patient and watched us very carefully. I felt totally safe with her, as did my husband, who isn't as anxious as I am, and he said of all of our instructors, including in 1989, she was the best. Thorough, patient, careful and attentive. I am going to stop in again tomorrow to see if she can do a guided dive again. If I were here longer, I would dive with her and coral divers every day. They were that good. Signed, a nervous Nellie. Unforgettable first ocean dive experience. This was the first time my daughter and I dived in the ocean after getting our PADI certifications, so we were both quite nervous. But the moment we arrived at the dive shop and met Micah, all the stress started to fade away. Micah took the time to explain everything clearly and patiently, which immediately made us feel safe and relaxed. Because of the hurricane, our first dive was at Blue Bay, and it turned out to be an incredible start. The experience was smooth and enjoyable, and by the second and third day, we felt more confident and loved it even more. Micah is truly professional, calm, and trustworthy. With her guidance, there was nothing to worry about. During this trip, I completely fell in love with diving. It was such a joyful and memorable trip. Thank you so much, Micah. Excellent dive operator located at the Coral Estate Luxury Hotel, Character Beach. Good facilities, well-maintained and sanitized equipment, attentive and careful dive master during the briefing and the dive itself. Price slightly below the island average, $74 per person with full equipment, guide and one tank, $104 if you opt for 2 tanks, which is excellent. We left in the morning, 10:30 a.m., and had a calm and pleasant dive. There was a bit of a current from the beach to the landing point, but nothing inconvenient, with excellent visibility but modest marine life. I wasn't lucky at that dive site. Nice reef with lots of small fish and beautiful soft corals. Dive master Tony was great, good gear and very helpful staff. Nice peaceful first dive, and in the afternoon there was more current. Diving on the reef to the right was nicer because you see more soft corals. I paid one price and the gear was included. The dive is at Rif St. at Beach Restaurant Character, Coral Cliff Resort. Nice place to spend the day, do a spa treatment, dine at the restaurant and see a beautiful sunset. Since 05-14 May 2025 I have been fortunate to dive daily with coral divers, namely Coltrane, Liz, Selvia, and Tony. Every dive was different and comfortable, easy diving. Beautiful reef and many delightful fish and underwater sponges, corals hard and soft along with many other interesting creatures. Equipment and facilities all good, and would readily recommend this dive venue. Very professional and hope to make it here again sometime. Thank you one and all. All the best. Sula. These were my husband's first dives after getting certified in the States. From the moment we arrived, Tony, Jeanette, and Lucas were very professional. They made us feel very safe and comfortable while my husband was really getting the swing of things. They took the extra time to make sure he had everything he needed and gave him a good refresher on things while briefing for dives. We will definitely come back. Such a large reef right off the steps of the dive shop.